So, if you're wondering, why am I making another World War II video? Well, it's remake, because the first one was trash. It's so many mistakes, and this one will be better for sure. It's Germany before World War One. Huge empire, right? Now this is Germany after World War One. Huge L, right? Lost so much land, most given to Poland and France, the Czechoslovakia, Belgium, and it also gave away land to Denmark. Okay, let's get started fast. So basically, Hitler is a man who was a dictator. And there's Benito Mussolini. Benito Mussolini has no hair, while Hitler has hair, and then Hitler has a small mustache, but Benito Mussolini has an even smaller mustache. And basically, they are both dictators and leaders of countries. Germany is the leader of is Hitler the leader, and the leader of Italy is Benito Mussolini. The Germans helped the Spanish with the Civil War. Even though the Germans helped them, they became neutral, but they did have an agreement with some land. Another ally of Germany was Japan. Japan invaded China, where Korea was, and a big hit on China, where they fell, and a bunch of countries started taking land of it, like Germany, UK, France, and Russia. But the Japanese decided to go to war with Russia and won it.
Since Japan won the war with Russia, that meant that Russia had no more land in Qing Dynasty, which means that Japan could connect the land that they had of Korea and have their empire part of the land that they wanted. Just when everybody thought that China was no longer going to be a country, Taiwan took back the land and protected it for a while until the Japanese took a bunch of land away. The Japanese did this because they knew it wasn't fair what the other countries were doing to them and not letting Japan have any land. At Europe, Germany took Austria. The Germans wanted land of Czechoslovakia, but the British didn't want them to have them, so they had an agreement that they could only take a little land of it. But whenever this agreement was agreed to, the Germans took a lot of land of Czechoslovakia. The Italians made a colony in Africa and took Albania. The Japanese made another invasion on the Chinese people, and this time they were making land fast.
As the Japanese took the capital of Taiwan, China once again fell. Hitler wanted the land that made the German Empire of Poland to make Germany great once again. But Poland didn't like it and didn't let them, so Germany invaded Poland with the Soviet Union. The UK asked Norway and Sweden to stop exporting iron ore to Germany, but they refused, and then one of the Germans' ship was blown by the Britons, and then it made a war where Germany invaded Norway and Denmark. Germany all of a sudden made an invasion of Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, and France. Something the Germans did to beat everybody is to use Blitzkrieg. Germany had the Allies circled, and Paris fell with France, and France was made into a puppet state called Vichy France. New borders were established. The Germans have the land of the French in Africa. The USSR tried to invade Finland but failed and only got some land by forcing them. They took the Baltics and took northern Romania. And Italy tried to take Greece but failed and lost land of Albania. Hitler made Hungary join them. And Hitler had to help Italy because they were losing. So, unable to do this, they invaded Yugoslavia and told Bulgaria to join them. And they took Romania and Hungary to help them to get through the way to get to Greece, which is why they also invaded Yugoslavia and Bulgaria. If Germany never invaded Poland with the Soviet Union, then this wouldn't be surprising, because Germany invaded the Soviet Union and made a bunch of progress super fast, took so many land, but then they got to one point where it became winter.
and it slowed down the Germans that they had to wait until winter was over. In Asia, Japan was still at war with China. Japan wanted to take more land of Northeast Asia. So what they did is to take down the U.S. and the Britons, because it was mostly packed with a bunch of Americans and British people. They bombed Pearl Harbor. Japan was able to take British lands, and then Japan was about to declare war on America while going to the Philippines and attacking them. And since this happened, America declared war on Japan, and that meant it went into the World War II. So because of they attacked Pearl Harbor, winter was finally over, and Hitler attacked the Caucasus and took all the oil there so they could get richer. Although they became richer, that didn't stop the Soviets from protecting Stalingrad, which did so much damage to the Germans and put them back from the Russians' land. The American and British bombed Rome and went to Sicily, and then made progress up of Italy and took land, taking Rome. And then anti-war protests happened in Italy, and Benito Mussolini was no longer the leader. Italy fell, was uncontrolled, and the Americans took Rome. Hitler wanted to help out the Italians, so he took the land that was left of Italy. Then the day happened. D-Day happened. American, Britain, and Canadian forces attacked Germany from northern up France. To help you understand who are the Allies, I'll be making all the Allies countries' land purple. Germany fell, and the next one to fall was Japan. The Allied forces were closing in on Germany until that Berlin was captured by the Soviet Union. America had to stop the war. And if they wanted to do that, they knew they would take a long time to get all of the Japanese Empire lands away from them and to go up, but the only way to finish it fast was to use a nuke. They nuked Japan, stopping the war, World War II, and it was the end of World War II.